Welcome back. Now, what happens when the wedding venue of your dreams becomes somewhat of a nightmare when you find out the hotel you booked is being sold? Or how about finding out a minor bump to your car which caused no damage has seen your insurance double in price?
Well, these are just some of your queries sent into Weekend AM in the last month. And here to discuss these problems, your rights, and hopefully find some resolve for our viewers is consumer expert Siobhan Maguire. Good morning to you,
Morning, Siobhan.
Morning. We've been inundated with different queries, trying to sort out all sorts of consumer inquiries. So I think our producers have picked kind of a cross-section of what viewers are experiencing.
Yeah, and we are getting to all queries. So even if somebody has emailed us a couple of months ago, I am still going to get in touch. I'm on it.
You're on like a car bonnet.
Wow. Will we go to the first one, Siobhan?
Yes, absolutely.
Wedding woes. We paid €1,000 deposit via debit card for our wedding at the Kildare Hotel, the Killaloe Hotel in County Clare. We paid the deposit in June of last year and our wedding was to take place in October of this year. However, in January, a guest invited to our wedding tried to book a room at the hotel, only to be told that the venue had undergone a change of ownership and the booking can't be facilitated. That same day, the hotel contacted us with the same message and the previous owner would be in contact, saying that the previous owner would be in contact. Since January, we've been trying to find out what's happening with our booking, but in May decided that due to the lack of clarity on what was happening, we could no longer hold our wedding day there and requested our deposit back. What are our rights regarding this?
Really interesting query. You know, when you're planning a wedding, the last thing you want is to have any kind of difficulties with the venue, you know, because it's
stressful enough, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. So we have three parties concerned in this particular debate or discussion. We have the couple who had paid the deposit, we have the previous owner, and we have a new owner of the hotel.
Okay.
Now, during recession years, you know, we were hearing an awful lot of these kind of stories where there were fire sales or hotels went into liquidation. People were left high and dry wondering where their deposits were gone. And when this happens, the punter, the consumer, is often at the very bottom of a ladder in terms of getting their money back. You know, that other people are going to be paid before them, like external contractors, staff, that kind of thing. Now, I have to reiterate that this is not a fire sale or anything. This was just the case of a family-owned business being sold. The sale was expected to go through within a month, over the course of January. It ended up lasting for about 6 months. In that time, the couple had found out via a guest that it was being sold in January. They had been in correspondence with the previous owner, the person they had been dealing with on and had booked the venue through, and had been reassured that they would eventually get their deposit back when the sale went through. Now, last Tuesday, I contacted the previous owner and I emailed the hotel. That bounced back. That afternoon, the couple were contacted by the new owner, who just that day had received the keys to the hotel. So she was officially the new owner. She then spoke to me and said that, you know, she acknowledged that people were needed to get their deposits back and that they would get their deposits back. Again, this lady has inherited this problem.
Yes, it wasn't her problem to start with.
No, and she was very, very sympathetic to the fact.
Good.
The following day, the couple arrived home from work and received their cheque for €1,000 back and a complimentary night stay in the hotel.
Okay, so new owners managing it very well.
They did, absolutely. Now, the previous owner I spoke to as well, hugely sympathetic, never wanted any of this to happen. And
it was just circumstances.
Absolutely, yeah. The thing about a deposit, it's a contract between you and a supplier. It's a part payment. If you decide to break that contract, you're not entitled to your money back.
No.
If they decide to kind of upheaval that contract in any way, like the sale of the hotel, you are due your money back.
You are due your money back.
And a happy
quite often, for people who have booked weddings in all sorts of hotels, hotel ownership will change or be bought by a bigger group and it won't impact anything.
Absolutely. Usually it's
just business as usual, isn't it?
Exactly, and this was just supposed to be sold within a month and, you know, business as usual.
Okay.
This person said they had a bump, excuse me, with another car last year. Nothing major, no claims were made. Out of courtesy and as advised, I contacted my insurers, who then cut my 9 years no claims bonus down to just 6 years. They're also using this instance to double my premium despite no claims. What am I right?
The motor insurance industry, They make my blood boil. I know that when you were discussing the papers
earlier
earlier,
on,
we had the
Yes.
issue about fraudulent claims pushing up premiums, especially I think it was the hospitality sector that the Sunday Business Post is referring to this morning. This person contacted me on Twitter. I acknowledged, I said, absolutely, email me. And then we had a kind of back and fro between the two of us. And I was about to go to the insurance company, and he then heard from the company who rode back, and he got his 9-year no claims left intact and his
Reinstated.
premium wasn't raised. I've no doubt it's because he posted it on social media,
Really?
and there was quite a reaction to his post as well.
Yeah, of course there was.
Now, the insurance company are perfectly within their right to apply that
Rule.
6-month rule, exactly. Even if you have, if you're involved in a bump or an incident and it's not your fault or it's not the other person's fault and nobody wants to claim liability, legally you are supposed to let the insurance company know, which is what this consumer did. But it will actually affect your no claims.
Yeah, but it's called a no claims
But why
bonus.
should
And if
it
you
affect
haven't
your
made
no
a claim,
claims?
They are saying that there has to be a 6-month window within which either party can still make a claim.
Like a cooling off period.
Absolutely. Yeah, I have no sympathy for the insurance industry. You know, we have an industry that between 2013 and 2016 saw profits increased by 1,300%. 1,300. They made 125 million profits. They'll still tell us that, you know, they're making 1.1 billion. They're underwriting 1.1 billion in losses, but they're still walking away with 126 million last year. I think, you know, we're being taken for mugs when it comes to our
Absolutely.
insurance.
And our premiums are doubled.
Our premiums, while their net profits soared by 1,300%, in that same period, our premiums went up 70%.
Yeah.
So, you know, do the maths. It's
it's just been treated like
it
idiots,
really is.
isn't it?
On your no claims bonus, do ask for a step back policy. This is what our consumer had done. It means that in the worst case scenario, if you're being blamed for something that's not your fault and your no claims is affected, it will only go back a certain amount of years. In his case, it was going to go back 6 years, down from his 9 years. It's just one little way to kind of
And if you
protect
have an
yourself.
existing policy, could you phone your insurer and get that done now?
You certainly should get onto your insurer to see if it can be applied. Might not retrospectively, but should be the next
going
time.
forward.
And also, show them no loyalty. Shop around.
Absolutely,
and give yourself that good month to shop around and try and find the cheapest premium you can.
That's great advice. Will we fly through the last one?
Absolutely.
Permission to travel. We are to travel to the UK for a funeral, but our passports, which are due for renewal, have been delayed by the Passport Office. Can we still travel to the UK? Do we need passports?
Technically, you should be able to travel to the UK from Ireland without needing a passport. However, there is a caveat. It is down to your carrier whether or not
you need
they
to
will
check
allow you.
with Aer Lingus or Ryanair or
Ryanair, absolutely 100%. No way unless if you have your passport, don't even bother trying to get on one of their planes if you don't have it. I mean,
Really?
Okay.
yeah, Aer Lingus a little bit more relaxed and will accept driver's licences.
Photo ID.
Absolutely, yeah.
Great, thank you as
Solid
always.
advice, Siobhan.
We could be here for another hour and a half going
yeah,
through them.
absolutely.
Thank you,
we could make a
Siobhan.
whole show with you.